Om Shanti. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 10 of our Rajayoga meditation course. This course has been organized by the Brahma Kumaris Villeparle subzone. Tomorrow is the last day of this webinar, and today we'll be going a little deeper into the history. So we'll be continuing yesterday's chapter. I request you all to keep your audio and video on mute. If you have any questions at the end of the session, you can ask it face to face to Sister Harsha. So you can raise your hands. So you can raise your hands at the end of the session and we will enable your video and audio so you can ask questions face to face. We are streaming live on Facebook, so you can head on there to check out our previous session recordings. So now, as always, let's start with a short meditation. Sit comfortably and relax. Allow any tension in the muscles of your neck and shoulders to soften. Take a deep breath in. Then breathe out with a sigh. Either close your eyes or, if you wish, keep them open. And focus on a point in front of you. Bring your attention to the rhythm of your breathing for a few moments. Observe your breathing settling down into its own natural rhythm. Experience calm come into your body, and with it, your thoughts slow down. Watch your thoughts and do not become entangled in them. Allow them to drift past as you become peaceful. Feel that deep peace and experience it as a point concentrated in the center of your forehead. Like a point of light, a deep peacefulness emits from this point of light. A point symbolic of your spirit or soul. Visualize this peaceful light emitting rays of tranquility. Rays of peace and light. Experience the energy of this light as relaxing and very peaceful. Feel that deep peace and experience it as a point concentrated in the center of your forehead. Now, move your attention to a space outside of the body where There is another point of light, a point that is like an ocean of peace, an ocean of tranquility, an ocean of love. Make a connection between yourself and that ocean so that the light and energy from that point flows to you, entering through your face and eyes, spreading out to fill every cell of your body with soft, healing energy. Hold that image of the soft, healing light coming from this infinite ocean of love and filling you with the same energy. It's filling every cell of your body. You feel restored, replenished. Stay with that experience for a bit. Then, feel that same soft healing energy radiate from you. From your forehead to your heart, to the people next to you. Then, fill the whole room and stay connected to that ocean of peace and light. You can feel that the room is full of love, light, and peacefulness. Now, imagine there is a globe of the earth suspended in the center of the room, a couple of feet off the floor. And imagine that your peaceful, healing energy concentrates in the center of the room, surrounding the globe and all the people on earth. You remain aware of being a peaceful, soft light, connected to an infinite resource of peace, love, and light. Your healing thoughts and energy are surrounding the globe. This healing energy flows gently between you and the world. Stay with that a bit longer. Then, in your own time, become aware that you are sitting on your chair in this room, with your feet on the floor. Deepen
your breathing. And slowly open your eyes. Om Shanti.
Thank you for joining me in this meditation. For those of you who can't hear, please make sure that you've joined the audio correctly. Turn up the volume and please plug in your earphones or headphones so that the background noise doesn't disturb and you can hear properly. I now request Sister Harsha to take us through today's lesson, and at the end of the session, we will have a question answer round as usual. But today, depending on how much time we have, if you want to ask your questions to Sister Harsha directly, please raise your hands on the Zoom app and we will enable your audio and video so you can directly speak to her and she can see you and hear you. For those of you who don't want to do that, you can still just type your questions in the chat box. Thank you so much. Welcome, Sister Harsha. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Sister Harsha, sorry to disturb you, but we can't hear you. We are not getting your audio for some reason.
Now you can hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, Sister Harsha, now you're audible.
Now you can hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Om Shanti and welcome everybody. Yesterday we learned about the history of the institution, history of God's incarnation on this earth, a beautiful journey of Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba, of all the Dadis and all the Brahmins. Today we'll refresh our mind a little bit with what we did yesterday. Institution started in 1936. We call it Prajapita Brahma Kumari's Ishwariya Vishwavidyalaya. A founding father. Then he was called Dada Lekh Raj Khub Chand Kriplani, who was a very famous jeweler in those days. His family, Jashoda Mata, and 5 children. When he was almost in his body, and after Shiv Baba's incarnation, God coming in Brahma Baba's body and giving knowledge, these were the initial words that Shiv Baba uttered, spoke, using Brahma Baba's mouth. And then slowly and gradually, all the mothers, women nearby, they started coming to Baba to listen to Baba's Murli. Brahma Baba and a loving Mama, they both played a very important role in sustaining all the children. Yesterday, somebody asked a question that was Jashoda Mata a part of the institution also? Yes. When Shiv Baba started coming every day in Brahma Baba's body, and Brahma Baba now understanding that I'm a soul and a new world is going to be created. It's with this enlightenment understanding, Brahma Baba understood that I'm the same Krishna soul now in my last birth. Slowly, with this inner transformation in Brahma Baba, when he became a student of God, Jashoda Mata gradually understood that now he's not my husband. He has become a world father for everybody. He belongs to everybody. Brahma Baba many a times would write in his diaries to practice what Shiv Baba taught. And Brahma Baba would write in his diaries that I'm a soul, I'm a soul, I'm a soul. Jashoda is a soul, she's a soul. This practice, memories, I forget that I'm a body, and these were the roles that I used to play. And simply remembering that I'm a soul, so is everybody, and we all having one father. Because of this realization, Jashoda Mata also started calling Brahma Baba Baba, which simply means father. Brahma Baba's Lokik children also joined. Brahma Baba's Lokik daughter-in-law was also part of it. But in spite of them, they being part of the institution, Baba gave the responsibility of administration to Mamma. Because of Mamma's qualities and Mamma's specialities, Baba gave, because for Baba then everybody was equal. Brahma Baba's one daughter was married. When she got to know about Shiv Baba's incarnation and this divine task, from her in-laws' place, she used to come to Brahma Baba's house to listen to Murli every day. But when her in-laws got to know that Brahma Baba has winded up his jewelry business and he has started this satsang, not understanding that this is Shiv Baba's task, it's because of this that her in-laws didn't think good of Brahma Baba. They thought something is going wrong. So they would stop Dadi, Brahma Baba's daughter. We lovingly used to call her Dadi Nirmal Shanta. So they used to stop Dadi from going to Brahma Baba's place for Murli. One fine day when Dadi sat in the car, she had a few months baby with her. Her mother-in-law stopped her that you better do not go there. Dadi insisted that I want to go. I want to go to listen to Murli. Mother-in-law said that if you want to go, you better go, but leave the baby behind. Mother-in-law thought, if I will emotionally do it this way, maybe she will not go. Dadi, who was sitting in the car, from the window which was open, Dadi gave the baby to her mother-in-law and she came to Brahma Baba forever. And she became part of this institution, of this God's divine task. Then there was no looking back behind, because everybody then had this 100% faith on Shiv Baba that God has arrived. And it is now when He has arrived and He wants our help, then we want to be there for Him. We want to help Him. And that is how everybody slowly, gradually started joining in, breaking their bondages, and they all came to Baba. In 1950, institution shifted to Mount Abu, Rajasthan. And as we learned yesterday, these dadis got invitation from their relatives to come and see them. And this is how Baba sent these dadis for service. When centers were opened, when these dadis went for service throughout India, it was initially not that easy, because it was still then a male-dominated society. Even religion, spirituality was male-dominated then. And in that field, if any woman enters, and that too sharing this knowledge, which was very contradictory to what the whole world teaches, this knowledge was different. This knowledge was new. And thus, there were a lot of oppositions. Shiv Baba talks about a new world creation and the forthcoming destruction. So when Dadis went and shared this knowledge of the forthcoming destruction, Vinash, the world then was still a bit peaceful, a better. The Brahma Kumaris talk about Vinash. They talk about inauspicious things. And thus, people were not receptive initially to this knowledge. Wherever these dadis would go for service, people would close their doors. People would turn their faces, that we don't even want to see their face. Many times through Brahma Baba and some dadis, people had vision of Sri Krishna, of heaven. This was the initial period. So thus some people used to think that they do magic over there. And thus people had a lot of misconceptions. Thus there were initially challenges. When the whole yajna shifted in Mount Abu, and approx 300 people staying together, what Brahma Baba in his business had earned throughout his life, he used all that money to sustain the whole yajna, everybody. And he did his best to sustain them very nicely in terms. He gave them everything so that they lived very royally, very nicely, comfortably. But slowly, as there was no income from anywhere outside, and money was decreasing, once then came a point when there was no money even to eat. Mama and Baba were nearby. They would eat berries and they would come back. That is something that we call in the history of Yajna, the beggary part. It is in this beggary part that from 300, Many started losing faith in Shiv Baba's karya, thinking that this is God's task, and today we don't even have food to eat. We don't even have physical basic facilities. Thus, gradually, there were some faith in God's task. And then there were some who left the yajna. Even Brahma Baba's few children, they left the yajna and some came to Bombay. Baba very readily allowed everybody who wanted to leave. Janki Dadi, our earlier administrative head of Brahma Kumaris, her brother came to take Dadi, that come. Dadi very beautifully, very lovingly told him that I will live over here and I will die over here only. Those who stayed back, and thus were part of this golden history from beginning till today. Centers were opened in India and gradually centers opened in foreign countries also. Baba sent these dadis to foreign countries also to give Shiv Baba's message to the whole world. Being to a foreign country and many dadis not knowing, but it was this faith that they had in Baba's task, in Baba's karya, which gave them the strength, and thus Baba would help them so much. Mama and Baba, as we can see in this beautiful picture, tomorrow when a new world will come, it's they who will become Radha and Krishna. And after marriage, they'll become Lakshmi and Narayan. Though when Mama and Baba came to the institution, they knew beforehand that tomorrow I will become Radha and I will become Krishna. In spite of knowing this, in spite of Shiv Baba coming in Brahma Baba's body, but they put in lot of their efforts. They studied very hard. They practiced a lot to imbibe everything practically in themselves. And thus they became number one students of God because they practically imbibed and became examples, inspirations for everybody. Thus in Yajna, we all have highest regards for Baba and Mama. At centers, we have their photographs, not because they are our guru or anything, because they are our inspirations, they are our role models. And looking at them, we inspire to be like them, to follow what they did. If they could do it, we can also do it. Brahma Baba was 60. Still, at an old age, he studied so much. Mama was only 16, but still at a very young age, she became so powerful. She became a world mother. Thus, they are a big inspiration for all of us. Mama, whatever Shiv Baba would turn on that knowledge, And it's later that she would share her churnings with everybody. It's through her churnings, it's through her understanding that she would take others also into the depth of knowledge. And thus, because of imbibing the ocean in herself and being that in bhakti, she'll always be remembered as Mother Saraswati, which is the goddess of knowledge. Her every word, her every line would deeply touch people's hearts. We used to lovingly call her Mama. Mama in 1965 left body and attained her complete stage. And then Pitashri Prajapita Brahma Baba. Brahma Baba left body in 1969. Then he was almost in his 90s, late 90s. It's through his efforts that Brahma Baba attained his complete state, which is to become a complete angel, a complete farishta. It's after Brahma Baba leaving body that Dadi Prakash Maniji was made the administrative head of Brahma Kumaris. Dadi was wonderful. Dadi was very young then, in 1969, and she was allotted this whole responsibility of taking care of the whole yajna. Dadi was very loving, very caring, and whatever Shiv Baba taught, whatever they learned through Mama and Baba, whatever they got in their life from Mama and Baba, they tried to share that with everybody. Now, Dadis had to play this role of giving motherly and fatherly love to everybody. And Dadi did this to her best. She was loved by everybody. When Brahma Baba left body, there were centers in India. And it was under Dadi's administration, under Dadi's leadership, that institution expanded throughout the world in so many foreign countries. That was Dadi's administration. Somebody once, some media person asked Dadi, when somebody interviewed her, that Dadi, you are chief, you are head of this institution. How do you manage? Because Brahma Kumaris is a huge institution. It's today the largest woman-run organization in the world. So how do you manage this institution, you being the head of this one? Dadi very beautifully told him that if I will think of myself as the head, I am not the head here. We all have only one head, and that is Shiv Baba. We are simply his instruments. We are world servants. We are God's right hands. So thus these Dadis always kept Shiv Baba in front, that this is his yajna, his task. And thus they were always very light, very carefree. It was under Dadi's administration that institution participated in lot of international projects, peace projects, and institution has won a lot of awards for their initiatives towards peace. In institution, there are no followers. Baba has made everybody leaders. That was Dadi's love. After Dadi left body, Dadi Janki, who was then staying in London, from London she was called to India of the institution. Dadi recently, few days back, when Dadi was 104 years of age, Dadi left body. Dadi was very powerful. Dadi tried to inculcate every Srimat of Shiv Baba. She's worked very hard to be this. Here we can see she had this title, the most stable mind in the world. She was examined in USA, in Australia. Where people examined her mind, she was declared the most stable mind in the world. She was also called the Delta woman. We all create brain waves, alpha, beta, theta, delta. When basically we meditate, we many times create alpha waves, which are the relaxing waves. When our mind is relaxed, we create alpha waves. Maybe in deep sleep, for maybe 15 to 20 minutes, varying from individual to individual. Delta waves only and only in deep sleep. And in that 15-20 minutes, we restore energy for the whole day. The beauty of Dadi was that Dadi would create delta waves 24 hours. So imagine her energy level. Imagine her absolute control on her mind. That was Dadi Janki of her. After Dadi, Adarniya Rajyogini Dadi Gulzarji is today now our administrative head. Dadi was 8-9 years when she came to Baba with her mother. Today Dadi is in her late 90s. Dadi is wonderful. She's embodiment of tapasya, embodiment of peace. And it's from these Dadis that throughout these years we all have got so much. They became instruments, and there's so many people dedicated their lives looking at them in the yajna. Today there are lakhs and lakhs of people associated with this yajna. Shiv Baba used to come in Brahma Baba's body. After Brahma Baba leaving body, in Dadi Gulzar's body, Brahma Baba became complete. The goal that he had set, the vision that Shiv Baba gave us, Baba attained that goal of becoming a complete angel. Brahma Baba left his physical body, but even now, through his subtle body, Brahma Baba stays at the subtle region, Sukshma Vatan. And after Brahma Baba leaving body, Shiv Baba started coming in Dadi's body. Dadi became another instrument for Shiv Baba. Here in this picture, we can see Shiv Baba, the supreme energy, our father. In his remembrance, we created physical shivling, a physical object, to offer a worship, to offer a devotion to him. And then in front of shivling, we always have this Nandi, this bell, this Nandi, which is Shiv's vehicle, Shiv's Vahan. This Nandi is nothing but created in Brahma Baba's remembrance, Brahma Baba's Yadgar in Bhakti. Brahma Baba's body became that vehicle, that instrument in whom Shiv Baba would come to carry out his task of world transformation. After Nandi, it is the tortoise. This tortoise then became Gulzar Dadi's Yadgar. Dadi has got this wonderful ability, like a tortoise, to detach herself and go inside to connect to self, to connect to Baba. And thus his remembrance, her remembrance in Bhakti, this tortoise, that Shiv requires two vehicles to do his job. These are their remembrances. Initially, when Shiv Baba started coming in Dadi Gulzar's body in Mount Abu, our headquarters, which we lovingly call as on stage, Shiv Baba would come in her body, and brothers and sisters would come to meet Baba face to face. Baba would conduct Murli through Dadi's body, and everybody would listen to that Murli. Everybody would come on stage to talk to Baba. A beautiful experience, because initially there were limited people, so everybody could meet Baba personally and talk to him. Gradually, as the institution expanded, even today we have this system. We call it Avyakt Baap Dada Milan. And we can see in this picture, as institution has expanded so much, it's a beautiful organized program where people from different parts of the world, from India, they come to Madhuban at different time periods to meet Baba. This is something that happens even today. We try to figure out the date and time beforehand so that everybody gets opportunity to meet Baba. A beautiful get-together of God on this earth, meeting all his children in physical, preparing them to take everybody with him to the world which is beyond this physical, which is subtle now. Our headquarters, we call it PANDAV BHAWAN. Where Brahma Baba's body's last rites were performed, at that place we have created a memorial. We call it the Tower of Peace. This is there in Madhuban. The vibrations of PANDAV are very, very, very powerful. This is Baba, Mamma's and Dadi's Tapasya Bhumi with very powerful vibrations. The moment you go over there, you feel so connected, you feel so different. You immediately connect to Shiv Baba there. We call it PANDAV Bhavan. This is Baba's hut, a small hut where Brahma Baba stayed till his last time. As institution expanded, so many buildings, rooms, places were created. And children would tell Brahma Baba that, Baba, since now new place has been created, if you shift to the new place, you'll be more comfortable there. But Brahma Baba always insisted in staying in this hut because Brahma Baba always thought, he would always say that Shiv Baba comes in this old body, in this old world, in this old house, then how can I go and stay in a new house? We are world servants, and servants stay in servant quarters. Children are the Malik, master of this yajna. So this new buildings, new setup is for the children, for their comfort, where they can stay happily. So Baba always kept children ahead of him, and he stayed in this hut. This hut is still over there today. This is the first universal peace hall that we created. Every service that the institution offers is free of cost. It's Baba's children. Those who understand Baba and understand Baba's philosophy, we all contribute through our mind, physically, even financially, is running this Baba's yajna, Baba's house. Baba's children in every manner contribute in taking care of this Baba's divine task. This is in PANDAV Bhavan, Universal Peace Hall. And after PANDAV Bhavan, from PANDAV Bhavan at 10 minutes distance, a new campus got created, which is called GYAN SAROVAR. It's a very beautiful campus where all international and many national level conferences are held for people throughout the world. A very beautiful setup and family. After GYAN SAROVAR, SHANTIVAN got created. SHANTIVAN is below the hill. It's maybe at a distance of 10 minutes drive from Abu Road Station. This is the biggest campus we have in Mount Abu. This is one campus where approximately 25,000 people can stay at a time. And this is the place now where Shiv Baba comes in Dadi Gulzar's body. A wonderful world, a spiritual world in itself, with every facility, with everything. This is Shantivan. These are some centers abroad, Baba's wonderful homes. This is London's main center, Global Cooperation House, our international headquarters, where Dadi Janki used to stay before she coming to India. And then this is in New York, East Village, where so many retreats, where so many workshops for people from everywhere happens. These are some wonderful Baba's homes. Here we can see one in Australia, Sydney. People of every religion, be it Hindus, be it Muslims, be it Christians, anybody, everybody part of it, understanding Shiv Baba. We have one culture. We have only one father, one Murli. Everything is one over here. This is in Durban, South Africa, Baba's wonderful home. This is in Kenya. Now a wider picture. Brahma Kumaris almost throughout the world, in approx 140 countries today. Shiv Baba's children everywhere, with this responsibility of giving Shiv Baba's message to everybody, the whole world, that God has arrived. Come meet him. He has come to give us so much. We were waiting for him. Come, look, see, he has arrived. And thus Brahma Kumaris throughout the world. Shiv Baba is Vishwa Kalyankari, world benefactor. And thus when he will come for everybody, each and every soul on this earth. Dadis, who joined the yajna initially, many have left their bodies. Today we have only 3 dadis with us now, and all of them in their late 90s. It's because of their tyag, tapasya and seva, their efforts, that we all are part of this yajna. It's their tapasya, it's their love for Shiv Baba's task. And thus today we have highest regard for them. They have given a lot to us, and thus we all love them so much. Tomorrow when Satyug will come, they'll become prince and princess of heaven. From human, it's a journey to become a deity. Since now they have given so much, thus in future they'll become Devta, the one who gives in the new world. That was all about the history of the institution. It's a beautiful history which is close to our heart, something that we all live and can relate to. And here now, a very important and a very small chapter, something that we can consider if you want to grow in this spiritual life. Baba has recommended that for Raj Yoga, there are 4 pillars. These 4 pillars, they are very important. One is purity. Second, third is imbibing divine virtues. These are some dharanae, some principles which Baba has spoken about. Some disease, we go to the doctor, gives us treatment. He's got some recommendations to cure the disease. Shiv Baba, God is called the Supreme Surgeon, doctor of all the doctors, who heals the soul, not the body. The soul has got this age-old disease of vices. So when Shiv Baba, our Supreme Surgeon, when he comes, He also shares some recommendations, some do's and don'ts, which will help me heal myself, which will help to heal the soul, and thus these four important ones. One is purity. Purity is not just physical purity, but at a deeper level, Baba says purity of thought, the most important purity, purity of thought. I cannot create one negative thought. I cannot create one waste thought. Even creating one waste thought will be termed as impurity. Even in my thoughts, purity in my attitude, purity in my sanskars, in my emotions. This journey is a reverse journey from body conscious to soul conscious. So Baba says, now forget bodies. Remember that you are a soul. Don't look at others' bodies. Try to remember that they are also souls. We all are one family. We all have one father. Thus, we all being his children, we all are brothers. We all are one. We all are siblings. Thus, Baba emphasizes a lot on purity. Because tomorrow when Satyug will come, which we will bring, it will be a pure world. And for that new world creation, Baba requires help of we children's purity. It's on the basis of our purity inside, that a new pure world will be created. In Gita, even Mahatma Gandhi and all the sages earlier, even Dharmatmae, all have emphasized so much on brahmacharya. On this spiritual journey, if I want to move ahead, then this is one Baba's recommendation. And then second, we have daily spiritual class. The way to maintain a body, we maybe eat thrice a day. We eat so that I'm physically fit and fine. Similarly, every day in Brahma Kumaris for 1 hour, brothers and sisters come to listen to Baba's Murli. We'll understand what Murli is. Murli is Shiv Baba's thoughts, which is flooded with positivity, which are so powerful. This Murli, these pure thoughts become food for the mind, something that my mind can churn on, something that my mind can think on. Thus, brothers and sisters come every day to listen to Murli, to Shiv Baba's versions, everything that Shiv Baba says. This is something which will make the soul healthy and fine. Thus, Baba says daily spiritual class. This is our understanding with Baba, that till the time Baba is here on this earth, will always be his students. When he is talking, we are there to listen to him. And then third, we have imbibing divine virtues. The result of GYAN and Yog is dharna, and which simply means imbibing this practically in our life, adorning, decorating ourselves with these divine virtues of peace, love, happiness, bliss, purity, etc. Becoming this, becoming an example, becoming embodiment of every Baba's teachings, becoming a sample, and radiating this fragrance of virtues to others also, and thus making this world a better place, Satyug, which will soon be coming. Thus, in Brahma Kumaris, Baba emphasizes a lot on imbibing these divine virtues. If we want to become a deity, a devta, then imbibing Divya Gun is a compulsory subject. Then we have pure food. By pure food, Baba simply means sattvic food. Sattvic food, a food which is made in Baba's remembrance. No non-vegetarian diet. Baba emphasizes on being a vegetarian. We cannot hurt others. We cannot kill others for our pleasure because we are children of the ocean of mercy. And thus purity in food also. Brothers and sisters who cook food, they majorly try to remember Baba and make food so that our vibrations go into that food. And then this food which everybody eats, their minds will also become powerful. For them also it will be easy to connect to Baba. And thus pure food. These are some recommendations of Baba. These are not his conditions because God is unconditional. Baba's love for us will always be the same if we do it or if we do not do it. This is only for our safety. In this impure, dirty world, this is only for our safety and happiness. The way in mythology we have seen Lakshman Rekha. So when Shiv Baba comes, he also sets this Lakshman Rekha. And we all be inside this Lakshman Rekha for our safety and for our happiness. So maybe someday, in case possible, think about this. We don't say accept, but yes, think about this. And then we have Murli. This course has been designed by us, in which we try to inculcate so many stories, so many examples to simplify this knowledge. But we have learned this knowledge through Shiv Baba's Murli, listening chapter of soul, chapter of supreme soul, chapter of meditation, drama, everything. This is bifurcated knowledge, simplified knowledge. But Shiv Baba's Murli, it's hardcore, pure Shiv Baba's words, Shiv Baba's thoughts that he comes and shares with us. These are Shiv Baba's Mahavakya, God's words. Murli is Bhagwan Vach. Murli is God's heart, his feelings. When Baba comes, he opens his whole heart and he shares with us everything that is there in his heart. As a father, his words of love, his words of care. As a father, his words of sustenance. Children well-mannered. As a teacher, to give direction, to give Shrimat for our brighter future. So this is Murli. When Shiv Baba used to come in Brahma Baba's body, and he would share his knowledge, we used to call that Sakar Murli. Sakar means when Baba was there in this physical body. So Sakar simply means physical. From 1936 till 1969, Shiv Baba used to come in Brahma Baba's body, and every day he would conduct Murli. In 1950, everybody shifted to India, and all the dadis, they left all their diaries over there. Then after coming to India, it was maybe somewhere in late 50s and 60s that tape recorders got invented. So when Brahma Baba would conduct Murli, that Murli we recorded, and thus we have last 5 years recordings in Brahma Baba's voice. Listening to those recordings, we typed it, and that is something that we call as Murli. We have 5 years Sakar Murli, what Baba spoke then. Even today, from Monday to Saturday, we revise those 5 years Murli every day. Though it was spoken then, but it is still applicable today, still applicable for all of us. Baba's lessons, we call it Sakar Murli. And after Brahma Baba, Shiv Baba started coming in Dadi Gulzar's body. From 1969 till date, Shiv Baba comes in Dadi's body. And all those versions that Baba has spoken through Dadi, we call it Avyakt Murli. Avyakt. When Brahma Baba from Vyakt became Avyakt, from physical became an angel, and thus we call it Avyakt Murli. We'll learn about Murli. This is today's Murli. Shiv Baba's words. We'll understand a little bit today. Today's essence is sweet children. Murli every day begins with sweet children. Today Baba says, your present birth is your most valuable birth. This present birth, which is a last birth on the stage, is the most valuable because it's in this birth we recognize Baba and we have become his right hands and we are serving the world today. Thus, this is the most valuable birth. It is in this birth that you make effort to become pure and become deities from ordinary human beings. Throughout the cycle, Satyug, Tretayug, Dwaparyug, Kalyug, we fall every day. It's at Sangam Yug, by putting in efforts, that we rise every day. Thus, Baba says, your birth where you're trying to become pure, and that too pure 100%, to become a deity from an ordinary human being to being the best, to being the perfect, to being the initial ones whom everybody worships, whom everybody remembers. As Baba says, this is your most valuable birth. These are some Baba's words, his versions. And now again tomorrow, Baba's Murli. This will help us to understand what will he speak. So we'll do the further chapter tomorrow. which will be Murli. Om Shanti, everybody. We'll do a small meditation now before we wind up. Om Shanti. I invite Shiv Baba today on this earth, my father, I see him in front of me. I, the soul, seated in this body, today that I choose to leave my physical body and I detach myself from this physical body. I see myself in this body of light, which looks just like this, like the physical body. I wear my subtle body, my angelic dress, like a dress of light. This is so light. This body radiating white light everywhere. This feeling is so divine. This is different. Now, along with Shiv Baba, I wish to go to Juhu Beach, wearing my angelic dress, with Shiv Baba I see myself at the beach. In front of me now, I see the vast expansion of water. It's a huge expansion. Only water everywhere. with continuous waves. I'm feeling today, looking at me and Shiv Baba with me. These waves are talking to me. They are responding happily. They're happy to see me. They're happy to see Baba. I can see the sunset in front of me. And now, I can see white light of purity emerging from me and falling on this water. It's covering the whole ocean. This white light going till the depth of the ocean. Water responding happily. My vibrations till the every corner. I today being master creator of this world along with Shiv Baba. I'm so happy to see this creation. This creation, this nature has been my old companion on this earth. I say thank you to it. And I'm so happy that I could do something for it today this way. And now with this experience in my heart, I return back in this body, in this present moment. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Sister Harsha, for clarifying so many concepts for us today. We have one question from Facebook on our Facebook live stream, so I'll ask that first. Can you please explain the concept of Dehi Abhimani or Dehi Abhiman?
Deha means body So Deha Abhiman means body consciousness, whereas Dehi simply means soul, and Dehi Abhimani means being soul conscious and having this pure Abhiman, pure intoxication that I'm a soul. This is being intoxicated about what I am, Abhiman, that I am God's child. I'm also very powerful. So Dehi Abhimani simply means understanding this reality and being in this reality. That is Dehi Abhimani.
Thank you, sister. Just a quick announcement before we take any more questions. For all those who have filled the Google form, you all must have received an email today with the information for the intermediate level Raj Yoga meditation batches. The batches have started. So after our last session tomorrow, you can head on there and start attending those. Uh, in case you haven't received an email yet, or you haven't filled the Google form but now want to attend, the information is on your screen. Please note down the timings and the meeting ID. So the dates are not mentioned because the start dates, it has already started. And some of the lessons that we did here are going to be overlapping. So you won't be missing much. And they're going to keep repeating and continuing. So even if you've missed something and you want to catch up on it, because this is organized by another center, it's not a center from Mumbai. So you can attend those, and they will continuously have something or the other going on till the 3rd of May. So you can log on to these meeting IDs and you'll get more information when you attend that batch, because it's going to be done by another center. So please note down your meeting IDs, passwords, timings right now. Thank you. So we'll just we have 5 minutes before we need to close today. So I'll just read out the questions that we've received, and maybe we can do a face-to-face question answer tomorrow. Will there be births after this birth? All the newborn are now, all the newborn children new souls from Satyug, or there could be rebirth now also?
Those who leave body now, maybe they will take another body. This will keep on happening till the gates of Shantidham and Satyug, they open. Since the gates are not open, there is no exit. So till that period, people will take rebirth here only. And once we go in Satyug, that will be a new beginning of this drama.
Thank you.
Yes.
In meditation, is it mandatory to visualize the soul out of the body? Because I see pictures wherein a body with the soul is connecting with Shiv Baba as well.
See, for meditation, there is no specific standard way. We every day share, we try to share different ways. Whatever you like, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you can visualize, you can do that. Meditation is tailor-made. Do what you like. Do what you can more relate to. Explore more in that direction. It's your journey. Everybody has got a different journey. So what you can do easily, begin with that only first.
Okay, thank you. if there is rebirth, then how do you say that this is the last birth?
Sorry?
If you say that we might take a rebirth, then how are you saying that this is the last birth?
This is 84 births. And after 84, there will be no birth then for those who come in the beginning. So maybe those who are taking rebirth, this might be their second last or third last. We do not know specifically. In this 84 birth, somebody will take 84, somebody 60, somebody 50, somebody maybe 1. So we don't know exactly which birth is this of everybody. But let us take it this way, at least we Brahmins, that this is a last birth, a last body, and then a new birth will only be in Satyug. Let us we take it this way. Otherwise, specifically, we do not know.
Okay, thank you. And Brother Vinay says, thank you, Sister Harsha. We have a BK center here in Jakarta, Indonesia as well. Looking forward for things to go back to normal to visit the center. So he says, thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
Baba.
for those who are asking, basically the intermediate level courses, the batches are going to be organized by the Pune Center, Jagdamba Bhawan Center. And they are just completing their Raj Yoga beginners level course like the one you were doing right now, and they're just going to be starting with the intermediate, so there's going to be a continuation, so you wouldn't have missed much. And it may be, in fact it might be an overlap of things that we've already covered here, so you can head on to it. There are no passwords for the Hindi batches, only the English batch. And for those of you who could not click on the link, maybe you can just copy or write down the meeting ID right now. And all you have to do in Zoom is type in the meeting ID and password if you're going for the English one, and then that's it. So if you haven't received an email or something, just take note of the meeting ID, and once you have it on the Zoom app, you can log in. So it shouldn't be an issue. So that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day for our beginners level batch. Thank you so much for joining us all these 10 days. And I'll see you tomorrow. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.